Hello, and thanks for tuning in. This short video is designed to show you how to identify and how to apply to positions at private companies, primarily in-house legal positions. An in-house lawyer is an attorney employed by a corporation. Depending on its size, the corporation may have one attorney or a large legal department. In-house attorneys advise their companies on a wide array of legal and strategic decisions and might have expertise in a number of legal practice areas, including intellectual property, tax, real estate, corporate securities, international trade, antitrust law, and ethics, among others. Obtaining an internship at a company while in law school can be an excellent way to build transferable skills and gain an understanding of what these lawyers do. We will cover 4 topics in this brief how-to. How to find opportunities at private companies, how to apply to companies, the timing of your applications, and finally, a note about post-grad in-house jobs. Recruiting at private companies does not often follow a structured process. Instead, it will involve networking and finding openings through a number of methods. In this video, we will be arming you with the tools to do so using the following resources. There are a number of Georgetown and non-Georgetown resources available to aid you in seeking out private companies. First, you'll want to navigate to the main page of the OCS website. From there, navigate to the job search toolkit on the right-hand side of the page. Once there, you will see a link to the Find Jobs and Research Employers page. Finally, select Private Sector Resources, which will lead you to a password-protected page containing resources on job sites and in-house professional associations, among others. First, we will discuss 2 Georgetown resources, the OCS list of past corporate positions, and 2, the OCS Alternative Employers list. The list of past corporate employers is an internal spreadsheet of nearly 100 in-house legal departments and companies located throughout the United States. It is a great starting point to identify companies in a particular geographic area and business models of interest to you. One way to make the most of this information is to plug in an employer into LinkedIn. Let's say that you're interested in Hewlett-Packard. First, type the company name into LinkedIn and navigate to HP's company profile. You'll see that the company has over 180,000 employees with LinkedIn profiles. That is a very unwieldy number, but by selecting the employees arrow on the right-hand side of the corner of HP's profile, it will enable a number of filters to narrow your search. Let's first filter by Georgetown Law alums by selecting the All Filters option, and then by typing in Georgetown University Law Center into the Schools menu. Select Apply, and you will see that there are 5 Georgetown Law alums, some of whom work in DC, who work with Hewlett-Packard. For more information, please consult the training video we have on LinkedIn and the Hoya Gateway on the OCS networking page. You can also use the OCS Alternative Employers list in much the same way. Also listed in our Private Sector Resources page under Digging Deeper, the Alternative Employers list details a number of in-house and consulting employers, in addition to the contact information of Georgetown students who previously worked for the employer. You should feel free to reach out to these students and alumni if you have questions regarding the work environment or how to apply. The Where One Else Worked list is another great Georgetown resource that details a number of potential employers that have recently hired Georgetown students for summer employment. You'll see that there's a category for business or industry in the list. Use this in tandem with the OCS list of past corporate positions. The next helpful resource is the Hoya Gateway, which is a searchable Georgetown alumni database with over 12,000 alumni participating on the platform. As you can see, you can search by type of degree, industry, and location. For law students, it probably makes sense to start your searches with the alumni of the law school, but there may be other fruitful alumni connections you can make through the database. LinkedIn is another excellent resource to use when searching for in-house positions and legal internships at private companies. First, navigate to the Jobs tab. You can then narrow your search using parameters by location, date of posting, and other helpful filters. Make sure to select internship under job type to distinguish between internship opportunities and full-time positions. I did a quick search for positions in Washington, D.C., and found an interesting job posting at the Environmental Defense Fund for a 2L legal intern. As the year goes on, there will be more and more positions posted as companies begin their hiring processes for the summer of 2021. You can do similar job searches on job sites like Indeed, Golnhouse, and ihirelegal. Be sure to check all of these job sites, as companies may not post opportunities to every platform. Also, be sure to review in-house professional associations like the Association of Corporate Counsel and the Minority Corporate Counsel Association for news and networking opportunities. Now we will discuss some items of note when applying to private companies. First, companies may not come to you. Typically, a majority of in-house legal departments will not participate in Georgetown's on-campus interview program. That means that you will have to proactively seek out these organizations and identify job opportunities on your own, with the help of your OCS advisor, of course. Companies might also hire on timelines different from those of large law firms. Typically, large law firms will begin their hiring in December and continue through the early winter. This might not be the case with private companies. You should be prepared to apply quickly once you identify ripe job postings. Remember that networking can be helpful when applying to companies. Importantly, networking can provide insight into a company's mission and work opportunities. Finally, connecting with attorneys can be a great way to gain advocates in the job search process. Unlike law firm attorneys, however, in-house lawyers may not post their contact information on publicly available websites, so it can be more difficult to connect with attorneys at companies to which you're interested in applying. Try using LinkedIn or the Hoya Gateway to do targeted searches and outreach. A few practical notes on sending applications. First, make sure to identify a point of contact to list in your application materials if someone is listed in the job posting. Second, try avoiding form cover letters as much as possible. Conduct online research and networking outreach in order to tailor your application materials. You can also connect past experiences and skills to the job description in the application posting. I will turn now to a brief discussion of the timing of your applications. It is generally better to apply earlier rather than later after a company listed job postings. Companies might not consider large numbers of candidates and might be able to make decisions faster than a big law firm who considers relatively more applicants. Make sure to have your application materials reviewed by OCS at the beginning of your job search so that you're prepared to apply when you identify positions. Finally, be prepared to follow up with any companies to which you apply. Send a follow-up email to the hiring contact, if available, 2 weeks after you send your application to reiterate your continued interest in the position. If there is no point of contact listed, try networking with attorneys in the legal department to learn more about the hiring process. Interning for a private company or in-house legal department can provide you with excellent work opportunities and networking contacts. However, entry-level legal positions in private companies are relatively rare. More often, companies hire attorneys with multiple years of law firm and other private experience. There are always exceptions to this general trend, but the typical path to in-house legal departments normally consists of gaining experience at a law firm prior to transitioning. Identifying entry-level in-house positions will likely require you to network extensively with attorneys at private companies. We hope that this tutorial will help you make the most of your private company job searches. There are a number of resources at your disposal to make this process more efficient and effective. For more information, please review the materials on the Office of Career Strategy website or reach out to your OCS advisor.